should say it's your first product review from us. It's our second time since our mic, is it even green on the side right now? Okay. Our mic decided not to do its job, which I do not understand. So, what is going on with us today? Lots of stuff, but we're only going to talk about this because I cannot talk about today. All right. We bought an air compressor. We've already had our air compressor. You saw our big Cobalt one that we got from Lowe's for, I don't know, 120 bucks. It has done us great, but me and Ariel are in the talks of, can we reduce weight? And here's one way we're going to try it. With this VORTEX S6, it is a air compressor, like I've already said, but it is a rechargeable air compressor. So battery operated only. It cannot hook up to the battery. It did come in this nice box that you saw. And this nice carrying case, which does not feel like my typical, or the typical Amazon bag. Like, I can't just rip it apart. It's actually really nice. Yeah, of course. So, here it is.
Nice.
The hose wraps around the back side. You have your little pieces for balls. I guess you can say like a football,
basketball,
even a physio ball if you want to use it in a physio ball. So it feels great, solid. I can't complain. Here's your attachment that connects to the. You know what? I said the hose. This is the hose that you would use for deflating, and I believe me and Ariel have figured out that it also inflates. It's not going to do ours, but paddle boards if you have that same setup. But this is also used for physio ball. But I believe this just blows air too. We're going to find that out. Anyways, here's the actual hose that goes to the tire. Okay, on button right here at the top. I love. Can you even see that? Yeah. I love the display. At the top, or at the top, on the side is all your modes. So you have. Let me come up here. So for all your modes, I mean, it has everything. You have your car. Whoops. You have your car. You have your truck. You have your RV, basketball. I believe this is deflate. Me and Ariel went back and forth. This is. Let me get to it so it doesn't go off. We believe this is deflate and also just being able to use and blow air. And then, of course, last is the bike. Really excited. This is how you change your pressure. And I believe that's it. Besides, oh yeah, we were very impressed with the. I mean, we're impressed, you know, ooh and ah, but it does come with a decent light, as you can see. Strobe and SOS, I believe. Other than that, you have a unit. PSI, bar, and KPA. I don't know the other two, but I have seen bar. You said you've seen bar before.
Yes, on an espresso machine.
Okay, yeah, bar. Okay. Other than that, why did we buy this? Again, to drop weight?
Well, also, so yes, not only to drop weight. I'm going to get the last word in. So, the one thing that I feel like, as per reviews, that sets this one apart from the ones that we bought, like from Walmart, which is why we ultimately bought the air compressor that we had before, is the amount of time it takes to fill the tire, but also, the amount of breaks that we have to have in between pumping each tire. So, all the other units that we had, they all burned out. So hopefully, as per the reviews, this one does not, and it does not require any resting time between a certain amount of time. It says that you can just inflate and just keep going. So we're gonna test that out and see if it is true.
Just showing the manual and the charger and the tire attachment. All right. So we are gonna take a second because we have to. If you remember, we have the TPMS system. We have to take that off, and it's going to take a second. So I'm going to go take that off, and we're going to bring this bad boy outside and give it a shot. Whoop. Well, I thought Noah was going to supervise me, but he's not. Okay, we're recording. All right. If If you ever ask, this is my trigger. My mom gave me the lanyard. We just haven't switched it yet. Okay. Pressure regulator is off. This is on. Mode. It's going to go to RV. I like that it's a screw-on versus the clamp, but I do have the clamp. All right. It is reading 98. I need to go to 110. And all right, it just stopped, and it took 4 minutes and 43 seconds, and that is adding. I let it go for like 10. Yeah, I did let it go for 10. I think it was 12. 12 seconds more because I didn't hit the button right away, and I did not lose a bar. So I'm good there. I'm gonna move on to the next tires, and then I'll let Ariel discuss some things about it that we did not hit on at the beginning of this video. All right. I don't even think I brought up that the box was very well packed and not insulated.
Cushioned.
Cushion, there we
Yeah.
go. Yeah, the box for this thing was great. I said the VORTEX, but this is actually ETENWOLF. ETENWOLF or ETENWOLF?
I think it's ETENWOLF, but
Okay.
but you did say VORTEX S6.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I finished all 4 tires. I had 1 battery bar left, but we did not charge this before we used it, so we just assumed that it was already fully charged. I mean, the battery said fully charged, but who knows?
Yep.
And then to kill it, I turned on the bright light, and I ran that for, it was for a good bit. I mean, I know it lasted.
I know for sure at least 20 minutes.
Yeah, that I paid attention. A couple of things while I was outside with it. Compared to the last ones, I smelled no heat from it.
Okay, so
And
that plasticky burning.
Yeah. And we had that from our 2 at
other
Walmart.
ones. Yeah.
2 different brands at Walmart.
Even ones that said that they, only needed like 10 minutes in between.
Yep.
Yeah, they still burn. We did everything that was recommended. Still burned up.
Now, all the tires were around 10 to the least one was the one behind us right now, to 13% off from full inflation. And I did that, and I did it within 20 minutes while I was doing the black tank, and I have no complaints, so I'm happy to say I'm going to put the Cobalt on Facebook Market for sale.
Yeah.
And this one will stick with us.
And we don't have to go and plug this in anywhere.
And
It's
have to drag any
rechargeable.
cords.
Yes.
Yep.
Like, all that was a pain. Like, I remember being, so I remember being like 6 months pregnant, and we had a storm coming, and I can't remember why we brought it out. Oh, no, I think I had to lift it out. I was lifting stuff out because of the battery, but I was like struggling.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes, we were trying to work really, really fast because the storm came and our awnings were out, but
I think that was all part of the same day of putting the water heater and stuff back together.
yeah.
Other than that, but yes, conveniency of dragging this.
So much better.
Of dragging that around.
If I had this, then, oh my gosh, things would have been so much less stressful.
Yeah. And the light, and again, the light is perfect. For the amount of times that we've used the light when the power was out, we have that other LED board, but now we have 2, so it's fine. You found something interesting in the bag, the card.
Yeah, so with each component that you get, there is going to be a calibration certificate in here, and it has a inflation test and pressure test put on here. So it did test from 25 psi to 35 psi, and it said the target time that they want that to be spent was 135 seconds. The actual time it took for them to go from 25 to 35 was 114 seconds. So this has been tested under this pressure, and it has also been tested up to 70 psi on another instance, and then the actual pressure test was all the way to 119.5 psi. So this proves that this machine has actually already been tested and has worked flawlessly.
It's used. I'm just kidding. I will say that if we have to do all 4 truck tires, all 4 camper tires, and even the spares,
Might not make it.
It may not make it
Yeah.
if the PSI is down 10, because it was down 10.
Okay, but what are the chances of
Never.
like you? Well, I mean, I would say not say never, but like if you actually having a blowout and having to replace all the tires.
Oh, okay, that's what you mean. And as far as the day of, we never air our tires the day that we're leaving. We do it the day before, or even 2 days before.
Right.
Now, we just did it a week before. I'm most likely not going to check the tires. I'm just going to turn the
No, but we still
thing
have
on.
our TP.
Yep.
TP.
That's what I was saying. I'll turn that on and check it. And if I'm within 5, I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're only going an hour down the road, but still, it's always necessary to check your tire pressure before each trip, and then really, just maintain that monitoring. That's why we have the TPMS system.
Yep.
Just never know.
And then your point. I don't know when this video is going to come out, but we tested this a week before we leave. We'll be leaving North Bend and going to Puyallup, Washington. By the time you see this video, we've probably been in Puyallup for a month. But good product.
Yeah.
Compressor is going to leave us, and we get this small of a space
Yep.
to take up for what the compressor was. At least this whole. Well, that I'll have to figure that out because it snapped in there really good. But the compressor was this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's so much heavier, so.
Alright. That's it for this video. Our first product review, not sponsored. I wish I could say it was sponsored.
I know.
Maybe
but
we'll get to that point.
So what would you rate this product so far?
I'm gonna say 9
Okay.
because it covers everything our compressor did. The one point off is the speed of the compressor airing our tires.
Okay.
It's less than 60 seconds per tire. But the size, the weight, the extension cord,
Right.
and our cord can plug up to one spot and make all the way around the camper, so I'm not worried about that part.
Yeah.
But I do stretch the cord out so it doesn't snag.
Yeah, it's still another inconvenience. The
Yep.
other one was, and this one is just another thing that we don't have to worry about.
Yep.
Those cords. So.
And that space in there is like, when I pull the compressor out, it's extremely noticeable.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of sliding room in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not worried about it because the only thing that's in there is the paddle boards that was next to the compressor.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And everything else is fine. But alright,
All right.
Ariel, let's close this out.
I think we love it.
Yeah? I'm glad you found it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get out of here.
All right.